Welcome, my name is Transleona. I'm a raccoon girl on Twitch. The following is a recording of one of my latest streams on Twitch. Sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Video. Yep, pickles and cheese. About the sign. Think you had a look at the bulletin board? Will you help with the investigation too? Yes. Yeah, that's the idea. So by the sign, do you mean the sign with the crest that hangs outside the branch? Yes, that sign was stolen. There's no particular practical problems as is. The emblem is a symbol of the guild's mission and duty. With that stolen, we can't just sit quietly. I see. Yeah, kind of hard to ignore that. Really, it looks like someone doesn't think much of us. So it's a series of events. As discovered yesterday around noon by Branch Bracer Wong. When he came back to report, he realized the sign was missing. We think the crime happened during the day then. I was away at the time on other business, but a worker in front of the branch witnessed it. It seems the criminal was a person in a disguise. Disguise? Estelle? Could it be? No way. Seems you have a suspicion. So how about this? Beauteous princess and her companions. The soul of gathered heroes is in my hands. Should you desire its release, you must defeat my curse. The first key is in the city. Search the back of the 40-year-old man. This card was sent shortly after the crime was discovered. From the content, I assume it's declaring responsibility for the crime. It seems it is certain. Sigh, I knew it. It's him. By him, I assume you mean Phantom Thief Blue Blanc? I have heard about the events in Rouen from Jean. I suppose this case marks a challenge from Phantom Thief. Heh, interesting. It is a challenge from none other than my rival. Of course I shall accept. I don't know, it seems one-sided, yeah? True, it is a very selfish challenge. We have to accept it, though. Anyway, let's start our investigation with what the card says. Let's see, the card's words, in the city, and the back of the 40-year-old man. If they take it straight as is, I guess we gotta look for an older guy. Certainly looking at it in a literal sense, it would mean that, but after the case at the school, I think it's clear that it won't be so straightforward. Those messages were all metaphors, weren't they? I wonder if this one is too. Well, who knows? There's no point worrying about it, though. Let's start investigating in the city. Yes, I think that's the only real option. Well then, I'll expect good results. Leave it to us. Let's be off. Alright. Thank you for the hydrate, Finksy. Delicious. Huh? Are Professor Russell and Tita even in? From what I know of Russell, it wouldn't surprise me if he's at the central factory. Grandpa, the second floor is cleaned up. Thank you, Tita. Could you organize the parts next? Okay. I don't think we have to worry about finding them. Come on, then. Working hard, Tita? Uh-huh. Oh, Shara. Hi, what brings you here? Wait, I remember you. Cassius Bright's apprentice, right? It's been a while, you two. It's really a bit of a mess in here. Is it because of the earthquake? Oh yeah, sorry. Hiya, everyone. What? Sorry, I haven't been in touch. Estelle, hello. Estelle! Tia, what's... It's really you. I thought you were gone forever. Wait, hang on. Gone forever? I'd never do that. But I heard Joshua ran away, and then you left the country. I thought I was never gonna see you again. Ah. Oh, Tita. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have left without saying anything. As I recall, Cassius sent you off to that bracer school in Le Mans, didn't he? When did you get home? I got back just a little while ago. I was working in Rouen after getting back. I only just arrived in Zeiss. I see. Well, welcome back. Oh, wait, who with you? Hello, Professor. Tita. I'm sorry, I've been out of touch as well. Pardon our intrusion, good sir. Chloe, Olivier, everyone's here. This is wonderful. They're helping us with our investigation. A lot of stuff happened in Rouen. Well, let's get comfortable and hear the story, eh? Come, I'll show you the living room. The true force behind the coup is on the move again. And they had another gospel with them? Troubling. A holographed projector that can show an image all the way across a region? How is that even possible? Well, the concept of a projected holograph is nothing new. I've been kicking around ideas for pulling it off myself, even. But a device that can project a lifelike, three-dimensional image across great distances away from its origin point? I can scarcely even imagine the physics behind such a thing. That weirdo we fought said something about an experiment with a new gospel. It did seem bigger than the one from before, but didn't stop our orbments. Say, on that note, how's the gospel we captured a while ago? Have you made any progress in analyzing it? About that. The more I investigate that little enigma, the stranger it gets. Stranger? Yes, let me start at the end, actually. I'm convinced the orbital shutdown phenomenon is not a function of the device itself. What? But... that black orbment has stopped other orbments dead in their tracks. We've seen it, Professor. You've seen orbment stop in its presence. That isn't quite the same thing, milady. No matter how I look at it, though, the quartz in the device simply cannot actually do that. It can certainly warp orbital fields. Oh, how it can do that. But suppress them? No. Warp orbital fields? An orbital field refers to the electromagnetic field generated by an individual orbital device. With normal orbments, you can describe an orbital field by drawing its field lines, and those follow very specific rules. When Grandpa tested the gospel, though, its field didn't obey those rules at all. This is going a little above my pretty little head, I'm afraid. Yeah, afraid not much is registering. In layman's terms, it's a warped orbital field that doesn't obey the laws of such things as we understand them. Regardless of that, though, ultimately an orbital field amounts to nothing more than orbital energy in an area. Unless you were to apply a very specific direction and purpose to them, you shouldn't get the orbital shutdown phenomena effect regardless. To be honest, I've been utterly stuck on this, but with your report of the holographic business, I may have an idea. Thank you for letting me know. Well, I'm not sure how that was useful, but you're welcome. The Royal Army has custody of the device the Ouroboros agent used. I'm sure they'll let you have a look at it if you contact them. I may just do that. Speaking of which, what are you going to be up to now? Will you be working in Zeiss for a while? Oh yeah, about that. I'll still explain the situation concerning the Guild's request to investigate the earthquakes. So Kalika thinks the earthquakes... Well, it is true that earthquakes are rare here in Liberal. And she is correct about the earthquake at the Wolf Fort. 3 days ago, I think Miss Kalika is right. I don't remember Zeiss getting any tremors at all. That is kind of weird. Well, it's a natural phenomenon, so I kind of doubt the society's involved. It's still pretty weird, though, and we'd like to figure out what's going on. Indeed. Earthquakes? I wonder if it would be useful. Huh? I guess, Professor, you have an old invention in the toolbox which might help. I do have something in mind. But then how would we... Wait, transmit the data back here using... and then hook it into the capital? Of course! Yes, it'll work perfectly. Professor Russell, could you keep the rest of us in the loop? Don't worry, I need to check a few things regardless before we start. I'd recommend heading to the Wolf Fort and learn from them what happened. I'll see about preparing you a little something useful for when you get back. Well, I definitely won't say no, but what little something are we talking about here? That'd spoil the surprise. Just you wait. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get to the central factory. Just have to browbeat Murdoch into going along. Tita, would you mind helping your old grandpa? Maybe? Estelle, I'm sorry. We finally meet again after so long, and... it's okay, don't worry. I'm just happy I get to see you again. We'll be in Zeiss for a good long time, so I'm sure we'll have a chance to spend some time together. Estelle? Yeah, I can't wait. I'm sorry we couldn't give you much of a welcome. Don't worry, Tita. We'll stop by again if the chance comes up, Tita. Perhaps on that day I too can be greeted with such moist, welcoming eyes. And on that day you'll have 2 black eyes. Anyway, see you later. We'll contact the guild once we're ready. Oh, those 2 haven't changed at all. Yes, Tita hasn't lost any of her adorableness. I was having to fight the urge to just pick her up and hug her. Indeed. A lost little girl being swept up into the arms of a loving brotherly minstrel after ages of separation. Such a dramatic scene. The thought makes my heart swell. If you tried to grab her out of the blue like that, I'd have to arrest you for abduction, you nitwit. To be honest, I understand what Scheherazade means. She's the kind of girl you wish was your little sister. I envy you, Estelle. Chloe, cut it out. Well, don't worry, everyone will get to know her soon enough, except for Olivier, maybe. Estelle! An arrow! My heart! All's fair in love and siblings, my dear Lenheim. Now then, let's get started on our guild business, You're right, we should. So let's make our way over to the Wolf Fort while we work on those other jobs. Alright. First orally powered clock. Ah, holy crap. Did you find something? Yeah, you could say that. There's no doubt about it. That's his card. So what's written on it? 1 second. Beauteous princess and her companions. That which you seek is yet far off. Your second key is in the central factory. Search within, the wisest one. And that's it for our next hint. I see, our next stop is the central factory. Yeah, we know the place, but... who do you think the wisest one is? It's not Professor Russell, right? Whoever it is, we know where our next clue can be found, at least. Let's go see what we can find. Let's be off. Yeah, let's go. Oh, my nose. Those are really good sandwiches. Oh my god. 50 CP each. Just a little overpowered. Ooh, we get the cat suit. Wow, 3 tomatoes per. That is an expensive item. What? All right. All right. This way. All right, I need a ton of septium again. Always need more. Oh, you came. Huh? What is it? No, you... Aren't you the person who delivered that prototype from Juan a while back? Did I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You came to the weapon shop with a black-haired boy. Black-haired boy? That's gotta be Joshua. Thinking about it, I guess that might have happened. Now, if you're curious, have a look in your notebook. More importantly, I think right now we should talk work. Ah, right. As in, did you come because you saw the board? Of course. It's like you're recruiting testers for an orbital gun? Yes, actually, but... Actually, I was just having problems since I wasn't getting any respondents. I know it's kind of sudden, but can I give you the explanation of the job now? Yes. Well then, let me explain. As you know, my request is the test of an orbital gun. I want you to check the reliability of this gun through live battle. Check the reliability? Put it very simply, I want you to test its endurance. All machines have failings you'd never know unless you used them. The cause of many problems are usually things no one even imagined during the development period. I want to pinpoint any hidden weaknesses and strengths through reliability of my gun as a weapon. That's the goal of this test. I believe I understand the intent. To use a bit more specialized term, you want a combat demonstration. Yes, exactly. Incidentally, are you the shooter who will be doing the test? It is a singular pleasure to meet you. I am the roaming poet and musician, the indomitable hunter of love, the one and only Olivier Lenheim. A hunter of... Just ignore that. Sure, he might be a total weirdo, but his skill with a gun is legit. Oh, what's that? Did I detect a slight imbalance of emphasis on the former part of your speech rather than the latter? Well, now what does it matter? Everyone acknowledges your ability. I see. Well, in that case, I guess I'll trust you. Consider yourself without fear, my good man. Will this really be okay? Anyway, for now, here's the gun. Zero Type Orbital Gun Alpha. That's the gun I'd like you to test. As thanks for your coming, I'll let you have that gratis. Well, that is the most generous gift. Still, this gun, it's got a somewhat unique structure. Of course it does. It'd be more upset if you were familiar with it. After all, the drive prototype of this is a new model I developed. How about it? Think you can handle it? But of course. I'm sure that this gun will play a most beauteous harmony. Great to hear. If you're done stroking that gun, Olivier, we'd like to know more about the job. We still haven't heard exactly what we should be doing. True enough. Well, please go on. It's more or less as you said. Basically, I want you to wield the gun in live combat, then come back with the results. I'd like you to test it over on the Trap Plains Road. That way, even if it comes up, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Understood, the Trap Plains Road. At a minimum, I'd like you to fight 10 battles. Of course, I want you to fight them to the end. Fleeing over and over wouldn't be much of a combat test. Let me check then. Go out into the Trap Plains Road equipped with this gun, then fight about 10 battles to victory there. Then, once that's complete, return here and report. Is that about it? Yeah, I think that should do it. If you don't have any more questions, I'd like you to get to it. Everything clear? Yep, I think we got it. We'll be back soon. Olivier, I'm trusting you. Heh, worry not. I never disappoint. Terrible, terrible gun. Antoine. Kitty. Entry Bracer Guild sign. A metal sign removed from the Zeiss branch of the Incompetent Bracer Guild by the genius and dashing Phantom Thief LeBlanc. While its financial value is insignificant, the shock to guild members is likely considerable, and reading this now must fill you with shame. I have probably said enough. I need to provide the next key. The third key is in the city. Gaze up at the three hatted brothers. Note, this entry will self-delete. You are recommended to commit this entry to memory immediately. To a memo immediately. And now it's gone. Hey, this? Why the heck is something like this written in the capital? How such a thing was accomplished, I do not know, but the data appears to have been overwritten. Haha, even for my enemy, I must say, bravo. My, he really is a bottomless bag of tricks. Putting that aside, you wrote that down, right? Yeah, of course. Our next stop's somewhere in the town. I believe we're searching for the three hatted brothers. It must be a metaphor of some kind. That's plenty enough to go on, thankfully. Let's head into town. Dun, 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 dun. I wish these damn earthquakes would stop. On top of those, that creepy dude in black. Something bad is going on, mark my words. That dude in black? You see someone suspicious? Oh yeah, some weirdo came through here yesterday. He was standing right over there, just looking. We don't really get a whole lot of people coming through here, you see, so it made me uncomfortable. Well, that certainly does qualify as suspicious, yes. Do you remember anything else about this person? Couldn't forget the dude if I tried. Okay, first, dude was huge. I mean, he was wearing a dark suit and gloves, right? But even then, I could tell he was ripped. And he had those sunglasses too, so he was like a horse on the freaking escalator. Sunglasses? What are those? You don't know? They're special glasses that block rays of the sun. You'll know them when you see them. The lenses are really dark. Oh, wouldn't that mean you can't see what's in front of you? Nah, you can still see just fine. They're handy, actually. Still though, I've never seen anyone around here use them. I noticed. Glasses like those should make finding this man simple. Dark suit, dark gloves, and even his glasses are dark? This guy might as well wear a big "Suspect me of something" sign on his forehead. In dark lettering, I guess. We better go tell Kalika about this. Yes, I agree. Once we investigate the fort, we can report it all at once. So, I don't know what this is all about, but I hope I was able to help. Yeah, you were a big help. Thanks for talking to us. Ooh, a lot of XP for those. Okay, I don't like these. They're not even worth that much XP. Aw. Back in the good old days, these required keys to open.
Let me show you the true essence of eating. Take that!
I'm so sorry. Can't be. Sorry.
Let me show you the
Catching up in the levels. This chest is actually still full of treasure. Problem is, the rest of the monsters are on break. Sorry, kid. Let's change this up a bit. Thanks for watching. You can also catch my streams on twitch.tv/transleona to join in on the fun. Can't wait to see you there.